Hello, so this video is going to be a kind of a sketch with me. It's more relaxed. It's me going to be just like talking, honestly. I don't do too much sketching. I already pretty much drew out. Like I just cut the things I drew out and I wanted to put them in my sketchbook. It's basically the only thing I did. But that's beside the point. I'll have a different version of this where I'm not talking if you want to just listen to music and sketch instead of hearing me blab on for the next like 30 minutes. I have no idea how I'm going to fill the 30 minutes of talking. Not a clue. But I guess I'm going to figure that out because I have to. I guess I'll start off with my new recent addiction, which is, well, it's always been, not always. I started Stardew Valley last end of August, and I've been a Shane girly since I've married anyone. I've never married or dated anyone else in Stardew Valley, but there's been a thing going around with Haley and the song Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan, I think that's how you say it. I am so sorry if that is not. And I am tempted to save a new whole file just so I can date Haley. I wanted to do it, but I'm like, I have to change my name to something else because I feel like I'm cheating. I know he's a bunch of pixels, but I still feel wrong. It feels wrong to just not marry my husband because he is my husband. I don't give two shits what you say about Shane. I love him. So I'm debating on that. I probably will and just have it like a different name to make myself feel better morally, even though nobody is telling me to do it. I feel this way. So that's what I've been thinking about doing. And, to fill my void. Also, because I only date Shane and marry Shane, which is a personal, preference. But the song and everything, I want to. The fucking videos that go with the song, like that people have been making, not only about Haley, but in general, they're so fucking good. God, I love it. If you haven't listened to that song yet, listen to it. It's, the bridge alone is amazing. I could go on about this song for hours and like technical details on why this song is so good, but I think that would bore everyone. That's my recent, I guess, obsession. I don't know if it's an obsession. It kind of has been. I've been listening to that song on repeat ever since I've heard it, and it's so good. The lesbians, they're just winning on this song, really. It's so fucking good. And I would recommend it to pretty much everyone, because it sounds, a lot of people have been saying like Kate Bush 80s type thing, which I kind of agree with. But of course still a little bit more modern, I think, which I think is the appeal of it. But again, I could go on about how this song is so fucking good, and it's just so good. Listen to it if you haven't. I can only positively say good things about it, but of course, okay. Anyways, I can't speak English either, apparently. What else is, I'm just doodling right here. I'm actually not even doodling. I'm sloppily coloring in the lines because I have no idea what to do, really. But my Posca pens are running out of like ink. If you look at most of them, I've had them for 2 years now, I think. And most of them are like getting really low in ink. So I should probably get some new ones. Because I don't think there's refills for Poscas. I don't know how you would even do that, actually. Maybe take like the tip out? Or just, I don't even know if the lid can come, like not the lid, but the like nubbit part can come off. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'll probably need more of those soon. Which is kind of unfortunate because they're not expensive, but still. It's, some money you gotta dish out. But it's fine, it's whatever. I've been wanting to get more Copic markers. I like the ones that I have. I just wish I had more colors. Oh my god, why can't I think of her name? And also, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but the Elliot? No, not Elliot. That is so wrong. Ito? I don't know. The sheep that I drew are from Animal Crossing that I cannot think of her actual name, nor how to pronounce it. I write it down eventually, so maybe that'll help me. I did that all in Copic, except for the eyes and the actual, like, face, the pink face of hers. But I think, like, color-wise, it turned out really nice. But I would like to have more colors for Copic, because I kind of like them. The only thing, especially in this sketchbook, is it bleeds through so bad, because the paper is so thin. I've talked about it so many times, about this paper being really thin, but again, it was like $7, $8. And it has a ton of pages, and I like it. Also, thank you for, like, the love on the last video. I mean, sketchbook tours usually do well, so I wasn't really, like, I guess worried or anything that it would do bad, but yeah, thank you for that. I got, like, almost 10 subscribers from that video alone, which was kind of crazy. So I'm almost at 50, that's, I appreciate it. I can't articulate probably how much I actually mean thank you for that, but I really do. And, hopefully, I don't know what to really do sometimes, like, to post-wise, because I enjoy posting, like, the art content, like I always do. But sometimes I just don't feel creative enough to post, or I'm not happy with what I'm making, which I think is, like, my main problem a lot of the times, is I just don't like what I create, and I don't think it's good enough to post, and that's why I haven't posted on my TikTok in, like, 2 months, because I just don't think anything is good enough to put on there. Even though my TikTok does really well, I still am like, I don't think it's good enough. So I haven't been posting on there, unfortunately. I want to, but again, everything I like, it's not good enough for it. Same thing with YouTube. But at YouTube, I post more, not only, like, art contact, but, like, content. I think I said content, but it sounds like contact, I think. Anyways, I post more art content on, like, what was I saying? My God, my brain. I also post, like, different stuff here. Like, it's a mush, which I like. I like posting the vlog type stuff too, because it also frees up storage in my camera roll, because if I didn't do that, I'd have so much footage of stuff that I just can't keep because there's no room for it. So I like having it in a video and being able to, like, look back and watch it. It's kind of nice. If you ever want to, like, do, I would recommend it. I don't care if you, like, people, it doesn't matter. Don't care what people think. If people find it, so what? You have that memory or whatever you're doing forever, or as long as the internet is working, I guess. Because it's not physical. I think that's something that a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be weird because our grandkids will have, like, a tangible thing of ours, right? But what if these, like, websites and stuff go down, or, like, they won't have it because they won't exist, because it's not a physical thing, so they really won't if anything happens. It's a really weird thing to think about, if that made any sense at all. But yeah, just some more random stuff in my brain. I have quite a bit. This cinnamon roll, I had this idea, and he's just a little cherry. And then eventually I draw, like, other fruit and stuff around him. Because once I did these two big things, I didn't know what to do around it. So the rest of this video, after I put these two things down, it's a lot of me trying to figure out what else to fill the page. It's a bunch of fillers, because I had no idea what to put there. What else should I talk about? Let's think. I should have wrote stuff down. I was going to, and then I was like, I don't have any ideas of what to talk about. So I didn't write anything down, but now here I am, and I'm like, what do I talk about? What do I talk about? What is today? I don't know. It's Thursday, so this is the day before I post it, probably. I'm not doing anything, though, so I don't know why. I was trying to think about, like, what I do. in day-to-day life. And I'm like, I don't know, because I recorded this on Wednesday. Yeah, I recorded this Wednesday because I was like, I want to post something. And that happens a lot where I want to post something, but I don't have any ideas of what to post. So I beg of you, if you have like an idea, please tell me, because that's my biggest thing, I think, with YouTube, is I don't have any, I don't know if it's not good ideas, but ideas worth making. That sounds really bad, but that's just how I feel. I don't know. I think it's pretty hard to be creative all the time, which is why I think I burn out all the time. But also it's becoming warmer, so it goes away. Like during the summertime, I create and am creative so much more than the winter is my downfall. Every winter I'm like, oh yay, you know, we have Halloween, we got Thanksgiving and stuff, and Christmas. Like, just, I'm not particularly like celebrating those things, but I feel like life in general, it's just a happier time to think about. Yet when they come, I'm stressed and so upset. Like, I'm just sad. I get really I don't know if upset is the word I want to use, but I like become more aware of how lonely I am. And I saw a video earlier, and it was a lady, and I don't want to seem like I'm shaming her, but she was like 40 something. She's like, I've never been in a relationship or anything. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess, you know, it sounds bad, and I don't want it to sound bad, because, you know, I don't know how to say this, because of course she was like, I really, you know, I wish I could find someone, and that's kind of how I feel. But at the same time, me being younger, I'm like, I don't want to end up, you know, 40 something and never experiencing it. I just feel like I have so much love, and a lot of people, I don't know, I don't really show it to them for the most part, because I'm kind of scared to show it, because then people can use you and then hurt you, and I don't want that. So, but I don't really go out much to like meet people, so it's like impossible for me to meet somebody, to be quite honest, because I don't really go out or do anything. So if I don't do that, I can't meet people, and obviously you're not meeting people, then you can't have potential relationships. But I do feel like really kind of held back because of it, because I've never had an actual relationship, like an actual, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend type thing, which is, it feels really sad. But in the wintertime, it's like that feeling will not go away. Like in the summer, I don't know why, but I don't think about it, and it's not such a crushing feeling. Like in the winter, it's not all I can think about, but it's much more like a heavy thought in the winter, because I don't really ever think about it, you know, on my day-to-day life until winter comes around, and then it's like that feeling that you have in the back of your head. Yeah, let's think about that all the time. Way more often than you should. So there you go. Learn something about me. My deepest, darkest feelings. For real, I don't really talk about stuff like that, but that's just how I feel sometimes. And it sucks. Like I said to that lady, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm mean and being like, that's my worst, like, you know, nightmare or whatever. But at the same time, I would not, I don't want that. I would rather, no, I'm good. I'm really trying to not make it sound like I'm being mean and disrespectful. But at the same time, it's like, I want to say, but I also don't want to say it in a mean way. So hopefully I came across that I wasn't meaning it in a mean way to her. I hope. I also don't remember her name, but I remember and being like, oh, that hurt. And going on TikToks that I saw one, and it was about a girl who lost her dad, and she's like, one of the things that I thought I lost forever was like knowing how his voice sounded like. And then she found a video of them, and he was talking, and I wish I had something like that. I had a family member who died like almost 11 years ago, actually, at this point. And one of the things that my brain cannot, I guess, remember is her voice. Like, I so desperately want to, but I can't. Because in my head, I have a version of it, but it's a very messed up and distorted version of it. Which kind of is upsetting. Especially because there's nothing I can do about it, even. I mean, like I said, this was 11 years ago almost. So, I was 10 when she died. And so we didn't really have, like, much videos and stuff of her. Because, one, it wasn't as common. And two, she hated having her, like, photos and videos taken of her. So, I don't really have too much photos and, like, actual voice things of her. I don't think I have anything of her voice, so. But it just made me like, ugh, that's true. And there's nothing you can do about it. Especially if you don't have any videos or anything. It's just how it goes. Which was like, oh, man. But I'm happy the girl found a video of her dad. And he was talking to her. So when she was like a baby and they were counting stars. And she pointed to him as like a star in the video. And I was like, that was so freaking sweet. God, it was so cute. But it just made me think, like, I think that you don't realize that you've forgotten something until you've already forgotten it. And that comes with anything. But like anything around death, you're like, I don't know if you heard that. There's like a plane or helicopter. I don't know what that is. But it's a weird feeling, You can't answer me, but I'm going to assume you answered me in either a yes or a no. But yeah, moving on. That's a heavy topic. Jeez. I swear my TikToks like come after me sometimes though. They like come for my throat and I'm like, please, I didn't deserve. I cry so much on that app sometimes. The amount of videos. Okay, this is a heavy topic again. So I'm just letting you know it's about death and pets. Watch this part at your own risk. But the amount of videos I see of people and they're like putting the animal down, I start sobbing. I'm like, why would you post this? This is the saddest thing ever. And then I go and hug my cat because I'm so upset. I'm like, please, just let me hug you. I watched this other animal die now. Oh, God, don't post this, please. Like, you can post about your pet dying, but don't show me the video of the pet being put down. It's it's traumatic. It's like, oh my God. Wow, I really just went for the traumatic route. This conversation. I hope you're enjoying it. If you get this far, I don't know. I feel like I'm blabbing on a lot. I've been blabbing for like 18 minutes. That's honestly impressive, to be fair. I didn't think I was going to get this far. But, yeah. And what's another thing that's been going on that I'm like, This needs my opinion and voice to be heard. My opinion and voice. Their car. I don't know if you can hear their car. It is so noisy. Why is it so noisy? There's no reason for that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think. My brain sometimes. I get distracted and I don't know what to do. I get distracted pretty easily though. Yeah. It's yeah. It's something I struggle with, getting distracted. I actually was tested. Well, not tested for I was tested for attention, memory and stuff. And apparently, this is when I was really young, because there was a hearing test, I think kindergarten. And, you raise your hand in the ear you hear, and I didn't raise my hand at all. And so I had to get a hearing test because they thought I was like deaf. They're like, why did she not raise her hand at all? So I had to go, and I had to go in a special room, and they had to like, do the whole thing, lift your hand up. I was in a padded room, I'm pretty sure, and behind me was glass so they could see me. So there was like no distractions, and I did perfectly fine. And then they did like a memory thing, and they did long-term and short-term. And apparently, long-term memory, amazing. If it makes it to my long-term memory, I will never forget it. My short-term memory, though, it sucks, which is very true. You can tell me, especially when you tell me your name. I'm the worst at that. I'm the person where you'll tell them your name, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, what is that person's name? I do not remember. Because I'm not good with names. At all. I just can't remember them. Or like little tiny detail, I just really suck with it. I wish I was better at it, but I was tested. I just can't. My brain, she doesn't function that way, unfortunately for me. So I had to like write a list down of stuff I want to do so I don't forget to do it. Because I will do it all the time. I'll be like, oh, I want to do that. Stardew Valley, for me, is such a difficult game sometimes. Because I'll be like, oh, I want to go see Clint to get my geodes done. And then I forget that I said that not even 5 minutes ago, and he's closed. And I'm like, God dang it. It's such a hard time sometimes. And I'll do it multiple days in a row. And I never get whatever I want done because I always forget. I have to write a list of stuff I want to do daily. That would take up so much time, the start of every day, to write down what I need to do for the game. In real life, I do that in real life. I write a list of stuff I want done during the day, or else I will forget and not do it. I have even tiny stuff like brush my teeth, brush my hair, because I will forget to do those things if I don't write it down. I don't know if this is a bigger problem. If I needed to be tested for something, I don't know, but I don't have anything. I was tested for, like I said, the memory, the hearing, and then I was also tested for dyslexia because apparently that's just, a thing that they thought I had. I do not. I am not dyslexic. Somehow. I swear I read something sometimes and I'm like, no, I didn't read that right. I do that often too, but I don't. That's just my brain being funky. I don't know. It's doing what it wants. I genuinely have no idea. Which kind of made school kind of difficult. I think I also have very much fantasized the idea of school. When I was in school. I did not have that much fun when I was in school. But in my brain, I'm like, oh, it was the best time. Blah, 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 blah. I think it was just the COVID that really made it feel like it was better than it was. After COVID, I graduated in 2021. So my entire senior year was kind of fucked. We didn't do anything really. I had a prom. It was outside. I still technically had one, and it was fun. I enjoyed my time. I had a semi-normal graduation. I only graduated with a third of my class. But I still got to walk up on a stage and, throw my hat and all that, and not in a car. But I didn't get to do really anything else. I was only in person I went to a tech school. It was right next door, and I went for graphic arts. And so I went there twice a week, but the actual high school, I didn't go to. I also got a tech school graduation too. So that one I only graduated with half of the class. I graduated fully though with my graphic arts class, which most of them I had known since 10th grade. Some I knew since freshman, 9th grade. But not I think there was only one. Because by the end of my freshman year, there was only 3 of us. And me and the one girl stayed. And the one guy, he left to the other class, which it was the one big room, and one side was graphic and the other side was commercial. I think that was the name for it. And he went over there. So we were still in like the same classroom, but it was two different classes, and he went to the other class. But yeah, that's what, COVID did. I think I just really am like, oh, it was such a good time. No, it wasn't. When I was in school, I could not wait to get out. And now I'm like, oh, I would love to go back and just, for a day, see what happens, And again, that's just me really like being delusional, I think. I think it's more delusion than anything. Like, no, you don't. You hated it. But that's just, again, my brain being my brain and doing its funny little brain thing. Which, whatever that means. What else? What else do I want to talk about? I mean, I could go on for so long about my random TikToks I watch. I feel like it's a problem. I'm on TikTok so often. Like I said, I haven't posted in almost 2 months. But I watch TikTok all the time. It's such a problem in reality. It's so bad that any moment of free time I have, I think, oh yeah, I'll watch TikToks. And it's so upsetting. And it's like, I wish it's a clutch. And at this point, I'm like, oh, I should undownload the app. But I'm like, no, I want to post. Again, I haven't been posting for 2 months. So I say it's because, what if I want to post and stuff? I would love to go on a social media detox, but specifically for TikTok, that is my worst one. I am on it so often. It is really bad. I think it's really shrunken my attention span to the point where I have to have multiple different medias on. I will be playing Stardew Valley, but having something on my TV for background. That is so much. I do not need to do that. When I'm eating, I have some type of YouTube video on. For no reason. Just for, it's so bad. I'm like, I do not need this. So I think especially, like I said, TikTok, just a nice cleanse of it. Where I'm not allowed to go on it for, I don't know, maybe a month, see what happens to me. But I don't know. I'm on it so often. I think my hours on it are at least around 6 hours, 5 hours a day. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And it should not be that high. I should not be spending 5 hours a day on that app. When half the videos I watch, I probably couldn't tell you what they were about. But that's a different discussion. I'm pretty sure there's whole videos on that, video essays. Also, I love video essays. I watch them all the time. If you want to watch something on YouTube that's long and meaningful, I would say any YouTube essay. Not any, because I haven't watched them all, but a lot of them I love so much, especially when it's not maybe a niche topic, but a specific topic that is just, it hits the right spot. Moss, I love it. I would love to do that type of video, some video type essay thing, but that's a lot of them are over an hour long, number one. Tons of research and all this type of stuff. And I don't know if I could commit to that. I would love to though. So I guess, maybe one day I'll make a video essay on some random niche-ish topic I'll be like, yes, finally, I can just talk about this one subject forever and ever. Or at least for an hour. Because usually they're around an hour and a half. Which is crazy to think that some of these videos are an hour and a half. That's like a full movie. Like, I don't view it as a full movie, like in my head, but it is indeed a full ass movie. Which is crazy to think about. I watched one where it's like how Animal Crossing New Leaf is way better than Animal Crossing New Horizons, which I completely agree. That is a different subject for a different day, because New Leaf was just the epitome, in my opinion, of Animal Crossing, whereas New Horizons, I don't think was a fully fledged out game when first released. I think now it is, but when it first came out, it was like a half of a Animal Crossing game, whereas New Leaf was a full-fledged game when it came out, and then the updates made it even better. Whereas the update for New Horizons, half that shit should have been in the game to begin with, and it wasn't. I think that's my take on that. Again, like I said, it was like an hour and some, I think, that video. I watched it and I agreed with them. I was like, yes, you are so right. Animal Crossing New Leaf any day over New Horizons. I think also New Horizons, like, I can't even play for a month fully before getting bored of it. Even if I restart my island and stuff. Whereas New Leaf, I can play that forever and ever and ever and not get bored. Because I think it just takes more work to get your, like, town. It's more rewarding to get something done because it's harder to get, I think. I think that's why maybe I feel like that. Like, why it's more fun to play for longer than in New Horizons, where a lot of it is pretty easy. Like, I've gone to 3-star islands in a week and a half without, like, time travel and stuff. It's not really that difficult once you know what you're doing. And if you're making multiple islands, you know. Like, I've made multiple ones, and I know. I would also love to do, like, a video going through, like, my Animal Crossing islands that I've abandoned and stuff. Because I have one on my Switch Lite that I've completely abandoned multiple times. I mean, I would have to record it through my other Switch because I can't clearly record on my Lite because Nintendo is mean about that. But I could go and do that. Or my New Leaf one, which I don't have anything to record New Leaf for the DS. So upsetting they took the Wi-Fi off of that also. I forgot they were doing it. And then the next day, I found out and I was like, no, I forgot. Because I was going to go online and then I forgot. So I didn't get to do that. So unfortunately, rip the 3DS. I loved her. I mean, she's 10 years old now. Oh my 3DS is 10 years old. That is crazy. It'll be 11 this year. That is insane. Anyways, besides my 3DS being older than, a lot of things. That's, wow. Okay. Yeah. This is pretty much the end. Well, almost. There's maybe, I think I'm doing one more thing. I'm figuring out what I want to do. Yeah, pick up that pen. But anyways, since we're nearing the end, I just wanted to say another thank you for the support. Now, like I said, the next part this is I think maybe 12 pages after that English, that halfway mark. So it's gonna be a while till I finish it. But I'm, like I said earlier, being creative sometimes I struggle with, consistently being creative. So I don't finish these as fast as I would like. I would love to be able to finish a sketchbook in a year. I just can't. My brain, when that winter hits me like that cold. Oh, I can't create anything to save my life. So that's why my channel's kind of been dead, because it's been that cold time, and my ideas and my thoughts are nowhere to be found, and so I struggle with it, but I'm trying to get it done as fast kind of as possible, but also not too fast to where it's kind of shitty and I'm not happy with what I'm doing. I think that's why it takes a long time for me to actually create, because I want to be happy with what I'm making, but at the same time, if I don't make anything, I'm not going to improve on anything, and then I'm never going to get like things the way I want it. It's a very double thing, but that is just, again, my brain being my brain. So this is the end of it. Like I said, it wasn't too much actual drawing. It was just me putting, my other drawings together. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next video, whenever that is. Yeah, and thank you. I already said that, I think. But anyways, bye-bye.